Douglas.
He's my man, Douglas. Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Oh, no, perfect.
I think I'm supposed to be there. I just got distracted by the...
No, it doesn't matter. In fact, I feel honored to be between you. Because this film it's changed my life. It's the most I've ever felt seen as a mother. I'd like to start off by saying I have a 10 and a 12-year-old now. Your daughter is 14.
Yeah.
And your son is 7.
No, he's 10 now.
Oh, my God!
Next week, 10, and I have a 4-year-old, too.
Then was he 7 when you were making the film? Okay, that's the number
when I was
have.
writing it, yes.
Yeah. Now we have Nightbitch.
Also the most fun title to say out loud.
It really is.
How did you? I know it's based off a book. I know I read the New Yorker article, and I loved learning all the things that were nuanced and changed. And I really appreciated the instincts that you had to change something like the mom friends. That I was in so many mommy and me classes and Gymboree and baby, and I think we shame each other a little bit by like, what are you doing? Are you in this class? Are you in this? Are you keeping up? Are you getting your veggies from the farmer's market? No. I'm feeding them out of a jar. Am I a bad parent?
Yeah.
There's so much pressure as if we weren't putting enough pressure on ourselves.
I felt that way, too.
I did, too.
It's like I felt like I had imposter syndrome as a mom. Like I would look at all the other moms and be like, why do they all know how to do it? Why do they all have the diaper and the wipes ready? And I'm always the one who forgot the diaper. And I'm so embarrassed. Right? And we don't admit it to each other. We don't admit how hard it is or how much we feel like we're failing every day.
Yeah.
Because it just feels like you're supposed to know how to do it and it's supposed to just come naturally to us.
I mean, I definitely, I failed miserably many times over. And that's what was so great about doing this film. It's like getting to sort of pay honor to that person, who struggled and didn't always get it right, but who loved their child desperately. And getting to talk about it and say it out loud, the complexities of parenthood and motherhood. It was really cathartic.
And I feel like what's so beautiful about this movie and Amy's performance, which is just so real and relatable, is it's not just women who can relate to this character. It's men who come and see her experience and get to be like living in her shoes, experiencing what this mother experiences. And hopefully it gives more empathy for people who maybe haven't been in that position, people who are considering having a baby, or people who have been a partner to somebody who had a baby through their body. And men are coming up to us and being like, oh my God, I felt like I was her. I had this experience of empathizing with this woman in this movie. And it's like, I've been empathizing with male characters since I was a little kid. We all have. We read books, we see movies.
Yeah.
And so it's lovely that people are empathizing with your character, and hopefully it's creating more conversation and bringing us together in that way, because we can feel empathy for each other.
I hope that maybe we could plant a chip somewhere where we could see how many marriages this film saves.
I hope that it does that. That's would be a great gift if we in some way can move anybody's needle in their life to feel seen or understood or start conversations. What a gift. I
feel like this checks every box. I mean, first of all, I love your husband. Your husband is an amazing artist.
Yes.
And I was reading the New Yorker article, and he was saying how proud he is of you, but maybe there were times where he wasn't seeing what you were going through. And I feel like this film really does create a bridge between the partners of how much do we all want to be seen and recognized.
Yeah.
When I read the New Yorker piece, because I hadn't even heard his quotes that he had said in this piece about me, and he got very vulnerable, and he said a lot of things that I was kind of shocked that he admitted in that piece. But I didn't realize, I hadn't read the part where he said, I didn't believe in her for a time, and I feel ashamed of it. And, we've been together 25 years now. So it's like...
You met in college.
Yeah. But I do think we were in this moment where I was deciding, I was trying to get my first film made, and we were also planning on having kids. And I had to say to him, we have to wait. I'm not ready to have kids yet until I get my first movie made.
Yeah. Right, whereas a man can do both.
Correct. And in our industry, it's just this feeling, there's so few women directors. I just felt like I didn't want anyone to think I wasn't 100% in on being a director.
Exactly.
But I do think it was that experience of making the first film where he finally was like, oh. And that scene where he sees you in that way as an artist really came from our own life, of him kind of saying, oh, I see how important this was.
Did you change? Because I know that I changed so much having kids.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think my awareness of how much I changed just took time, because I was trying so hard to please others and trying so hard to just do everything that I could and be everything to everybody all the time. And I think I just exhausted myself. And at some point, I had no more energy for anything but honesty. And I think at some point, I was able to speak the truth and to really ask for what I needed, communicate that, like, maybe I don't have it all under control and maybe I need a little bit more support than I thought I did. Because like I said, I changed. It took me a while to get to know who I was after having my daughter, and like reorganizing priorities and learning new types of communication. It was all of that. And also at the same time, really being present and enjoying each moment with this beautiful being in front of me. But it's now just memory in my life. I would give anything to go back and rock her. I'm like, why didn't I let my daughter finger paint all over the room? Like, what would have been the big deal? I mean, it would have created a lot of work for me, but aside for that, I mean, why didn't I eat like a dog with her, you know? And I'm a pretty laid-back person, but even watching this, I was like, why didn't I get in touch more with my feral self? Why was I so concerned that, like, she was wearing matching socks? Like, who cares? Like, you know, it's just a lot of time spent on things that weren't as important as the connection, you know? And I think that's the most important thing, so.
I have healed so much. I really have. Jill, is there a Jill here? May I ask what you're feeling in this moment?